Welcome. We have a great list of institutions for you to hear from tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students. I just have a couple of housekeeping announcements before we get our program started. First of all, we know that many of you have questions, so go ahead and put those in the Q&A section at the bottom of your screen. I would encourage you to list the school's name that you're directing that question to so they know who needs to answer that question, because there are several panelists online tonight. This is a webinar, so that means your camera and your microphone are off, and so our panelists can't see or hear you. And so that's why it's important that you put those questions in the Q&A area. This is just one of the many sessions that's happening, so you'll be able to access recordings like this one at the website that you see on your screen. So it's strivescan.com/Virginia. Again, don't hesitate to put those questions in the Q&A at the bottom, and make sure you do direct it towards or name a college in your question so they know who to answer or who gets to answer. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our panelists. Like I said, you have a great list of schools to hear from tonight. And first up, you're going to hear from St. Andrews University.
All right. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Night Nation. My name is Debbie Bell, and I am the Director of Regional Admissions here at St. Andrews University. We're located in Laurinburg, North Carolina. I am thoroughly excited to be with you guys tonight, so let's get started. Like I said, we are located in Laurinburg, North Carolina. Laurinburg is a small family-oriented community. We are very involved in everything going on in the community. We're involved in activities in the city and the surrounding areas. We're located about 2 hours east of Charlotte, North Carolina, about 2 hours south of Raleigh, North Carolina. And for those of you that like the coast, we're about 2 hours north of Myrtle Beach. You might like the mountains. That's okay. It's time to watch the leaves change and the apple bobbing. We're about 2 hours, 2.5 hours east of the Blue Ridge Parkway, located in North Carolina. North Laurinburg is about 30 minutes off of Interstate 95. So if you're going north and south, we're easy jump right off the interstate. Our campus has about 500 acres. Fun time, plenty of space. You're looking at the campus now. It's divided by a 75-acre lake. We have residential living on one side. We have academics on the other. About 3 miles from campus, yes, that's right, you're looking at horses. We have a 300-acre equestrian facility. Also part of our campus is our campus is composed of over 35 students from, 35 countries and 35 states and 26 countries, it's been a long day. Our largest country represented on campus this year is Japan, followed by Brazil. Our students come to St. Andrews and they're very active. They take part in athletics. As you can see, our women's soccer team is celebrating a victory this week. We also have a huge pre-professional program. As you see, these students are headed off to do some interviewing with those corporate. We also do a lot of socializing at St. Andrews. And again, we pull from over 35 states and 26 countries. Saying that, we have a 14-to-1 student faculty ratio, which means in some classes, here you see Professor McDavid in an art class working with 3 students. Yes, we have classes as small as 3, as large as about 18, 19 students. We have 22 majors and 22 minors. Our newest majors are our health and occupational studies oriented BSN. One big new thing that we are so excited about is sports performance, health, and fitness. In that, we also like to brag about our one-on-one academic counseling. This is Dr. David Herr sitting one-on-one with a student in his office. Guess what they're doing? They're working on that resume, helping the student get that internship for this summer. So one-on-one academic and career exploration is a big thing at St. Andrews. We have 27 varsity intercollegiate athletic teams. New for us this year is women's beach volleyball, women's wrestling. You see our football team here is being led out by our drum major. And yes, we do wear kilts. We're in Scotland County, North Carolina. So we do wear those Scottish kilts. We do play the bagpipes. We play a little bit of lacrosse, women's lacrosse and men's lacrosse. Our new team this year are esports fans out there. Esports is a big athletic team here this year at St. Andrews, and we do give athletic money for you esport enthusiasts. Make sure you check out our athletics on our website. Part of our athletics and academic program is our equestrian program. We do have 5 competing teams. 3 of those teams are nationally ranked. Western team, Hunter Seat team, as well as our dressage team. We own over 100 horses and have, as you saw earlier, 300 acres of equestrian barns and horses. So yes, you can be a part of that team as a novice or a pre-professional. One thing we like to brag about at St. Andrews are student clubs and organizations. We have over 20, and if there's something that you want that we don't have, come start it. It takes 3 students to get that started. So at any given semester, those clubs can change based on what you want as a student at St. Andrews. St. Andrews has over 90% of our students on financial aid. That could be academic, athletic, could be need-based. It could be grants and scholarships that you bring in. St. Andrews this past year gave over $10 million away. So what I would like to point out now is everybody is tech savvy. You see our QR codes, apply. And let me mention, we are free applications. We have waived that application fee. We know what's going on with COVID. It's tough on everybody right now. Apply. It is free. Also, scholarships. Get that phone out, scan that QR code, see what you're eligible for. You might not realize you can sing in a choir or act in a play. Not only are you athletic and academic, but maybe you're extracurricular, and visit. Please make sure you come see us. It is always a great day to be a Knight. Thank you, and everyone have a good evening.
Thank you, Debbie and St. Andrews University. Next up, you're going to have the opportunity to hear from the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, and don't forget to put those questions in the chat.
Thank you, Courtney. Hello, my name is Alyssa Child. I am the University of Minnesota Twin Cities East Coast Admissions Counselor, and I am here today to tell you about why we are UMN proud. Here at the University of Minnesota, we are the flagship university for the state of Minnesota. We are a large public Tier 1 research institution located right in the heart of Minneapolis and St. Paul. We have a breadth and depth of academics across 8 freshman admitting colleges, 150 majors to choose from with 135 minors. Those 8 freshman admitting colleges are School of Nursing, College of Biological Sciences, College of Science and Engineering, College of Education and Human Development, College of Food, Agricultural and Natural Resource Sciences, College of Liberal Arts, College of Design, and our Carlson School of Management, which is our School of Business. On top of that, we have fantastic graduate and professional programs. And I know you're probably thinking we are a large institution with over 30,000 undergraduates. That means big classes. Here at the University of Minnesota, we pride ourselves that 80% of our classes have fewer than 50 students, and our student to faculty ratio is 17:1. Something else that we have built into our tuition, which is frozen this year due to COVID, we didn't want students to pay any more than they already had to. We have a 13 credit policy. All credits after 13 are free. Most full-time college students are taking about 15 credits. Some take 18 if they're double majoring or have 2 minors, but anything after 13 at the University of Minnesota is free. So you don't have to worry about paying more if you wanted to add on to your schedule. Also at the university, we have over 900 student groups. Almost every single major has its own student group. But then there are also community service-based, there's cultural groups. One of my favorite student groups is called the PB and Jam Club. It's when students get together to simply just eat sandwiches and listen to music. It's one of our more relaxing student groups, but if you're interested in maybe getting involved, we also have intramural sports as well as competitive Quidditch if you are a big Harry Potter fan. We have Big Ten athletics, Go Golden Gophers. Goldie is one of the #1 mascots in the country. He turned 80 this year, so we had a big celebration for him, virtually, of course, not on campus. We have 12 cultural centers and more than 200 student groups, as well as a comprehensive study abroad program with over 200 opportunities in 60 countries. When living on campus, we offer 35 different learning communities, and within our campus we have lively surroundings like Dinkytown and Stadium Village, which are full of local shops and restaurants. And with that said, our location is absolutely amazing. We are one of the only Big Ten universities located in the heart of a metropolitan area. The University of Minnesota was created before the state of Minnesota was even a state, so the city of Minneapolis was truly built around our campus. We have a very traditional college feel while being in the heart of the city. This allows for great career advantage and a diversified economy with 16 Fortune 500 companies right in the heart of Minneapolis. But on top of that, we are also ranked in the top 10 for cities for booming startups. And we also have 500,000 strong in our UMN alumni network. Once a Gopher, always a Gopher. And in the city of Minneapolis, we also have fantastic arts, music, culture, theater, and professional sports, all a short light rail away. Admissions. For fall 2021, all you need to complete your application is a Common App or our Golden Gopher app with the $55 application fee and the self-reported academic record. So you don't have to submit transcripts or anything like that until after you've been admitted and decided to come to the U. You can just self-report your grades. And we are not requiring tests this year. So if you do not want to submit an ACT or SAT, you do not have to. We have 3 deadlines. Our early action deadline of November 1st is coming up. That is only required if you are interested in our School of Nursing, but I do highly encourage it. An additional early action deadline of December 1st and a regular decision deadline of January 1st. With this application as well, you are automatically considered for our honors program and scholarships. You do not have to do anything extra. Thank you so much for learning more about the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. Again, my name is Alyssa. My email is achild@umn.edu. And if you want to look into our virtual visit options, please follow the link below.
Alyssa, thank you to you and the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. As a reminder, audience, please don't hesitate to put questions in the Q&A. And next up, you get the opportunity to hear from the University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Tanisha Young and I am a freshman admissions counselor here at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. I'm also a double alum of UNCW, so I graduated about 5 years ago from my undergrad and 2 years from my master's. So I'm a Seahawk through and through, which is our mascot here at the institution. UNC Wilmington is a part of the UNC school system that includes 16 separate college institutions. So we aren't branch campuses of each other. Each of us have our own admissions purposes and reviews, as well as different majors that we specialize in, and all vary in different sizes. So to know a little bit about Wilmington, North Carolina, where our institution is located, it's a beautiful beach town. So we have 3 beautiful beach communities: Wrightsville Beach, Carolina Beach, and Curry Beach. Wrightsville Beach is actually the closest to our campus location, which is just a 15-minute drive. So our students really get to utilize the beach area and partake in water activities, whatever they may be interested in. And then additionally, just 15 minutes from our campus location is our historic downtown riverfront area, which you can see in this beautiful photo here. that has hundreds of different shops, restaurants, nightlife that you can participate in. So not only do we have a very active campus, we also have an active Wilmington community that you can partake in. In regards to our location, we are right on the coast of North Carolina. We are about 2 hours from Raleigh, North Carolina, which is our state's capital. We are about a 4-hour drive from Richmond, Virginia, just to give you some distance in regards to how long of a drive it may be to get back into the Virginia area. But we do have a wonderful international airport just 10 minutes from campus that our out-of-state students can utilize to quickly get back home if they may need to. UNC Wilmington is a mid-sized institution, so we have just a little under 18,000 total students at the institution. A breakdown of that, 14,650 are undergraduate population. So a lot of the resources that we're providing really is tailored towards the undergraduate experience, helping our students be prepared to either go into a graduate level program or enter into the workforce. Here at UNCW, we have 56 different academic majors that you can pursue. At UNCW, you do not declare your major until you're a sophomore. So you have a lot of flexibility in regards to helping find what you're actually really interested in regards to your academic career path that you want to explore in college. And for those who may not have had the opportunity to come to UNCW, I always like to provide some imagery of our beautiful campus. We are on 660 acres of land. A lot of that is still undeveloped, and we're continuing to grow as an institution. We just built 2 new first-year residence halls and as well as a new allied health building. So we're continuing to grow as a campus. We have 2 beautiful lakes and a main walkway where all of our academic classes are located. So it's very easy to go to and from all of your classes. As mentioned, we do have those 56 majors. They are broken up into 4 academic units: our College of Health and Human Services, which includes our School of Nursing, School of Social Work, our Watson College of Education. We have everything from young childhood up to secondary with special education. College of Arts and Sciences, which is going to include all of our art programs, humanities, social sciences, and sciences. And then our Cameron School of Business, which is nationally ranked within the top 30% of business schools nationally. So we have a lot of great academic experiences for our students here at the institution. Along with that major exploration, we really want to make sure that you have the opportunity to have hands-on applied learning opportunities. And that can be doing research and discovery. So whether that be working with our marine biology program, which we're known for since we are North Carolina's coastal university, we have a private Center for Marine Science research facility that our students get to utilize. So whether that be going and working in our seawater lab, our shellfish hatchery there, going down in any of our vessels that we have offering right on the coast, as well as study abroad. If you want to immerse yourself in a different culture, we have over 1,000 programs in over 50 different countries. You can do as little as 1 week during spring break or up to 2 full academic years with our dual international program with our Cameron School of Business. As well as internship opportunities, most of our majors do require an internship or practicum in order to graduate. So in some instances, you're guaranteed that hands-on experience that's going to help you when you're wanting to enter into the workforce. For our academic profile, even though we're about 18,000 total students, we do have more of a private school, smaller classroom feel. We have average class size of 27 and a student to faculty ratio 18:1. A little bit about our campus life here at UNCW. We have over 250 clubs and organizations ranging from your traditional Greek life experiences, religious affiliated groups, performance arts, cultural groups, anything that you can think of, we probably have. That's why we have so many. It's very easy to create your own club and organization. And then as well as our athletic program, we are a part of the Division I NCAA programs here at UNCW. We are a part of the Colonial Athletic Association. We pretty much have everything except for college football. So we really rally around our college basketball team. We do have homecoming, it just happens during our basketball season. And we're really excited that we have one of our alums who just won his first NBA championship with the LA Lakers. So we're really excited to have our Seahawks participate in those different athletic opportunities, including sports clubs and intramurals. At UNCW, we do require students to live on campus for 2 years. Your freshman year, you'll be associated in one of our first year residence halls, and then for your sophomore year in one of our upperclassmen apartment style complexes. We do have some living learning communities where you take 3 classes around an associated theme, and you'll take them with the same 30 students. So there's great opportunities for you to learn about academics and your housing component. I am Tanisha Young, like I mentioned, and I am your Mid-Atlantic counselor. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any specific questions regarding our admissions criteria. The main difference and change this year is that we are going test optional. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any further questions or concerns. And we are offering in-person campus tours if you want to come see me. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Tanisha. Wow, I've already learned so many things about all these institutions, and we still have several to go. Again, don't hesitate to put those questions in the Q&A, but up next, you'll hear from Full Sail University.
Well, thank you so much. I'll go ahead. Cool, but let's share a little bit more, of course, about Full Sail with you all. So good evening. My name, let me go ahead and introduce myself, is Jolie Paris. I'm part of the admissions team here at Full Sail University. But in fact, what I do, what my position is to do, is to go out into classrooms, even though we've had to put that on hold temporarily, and it's to do workshops and be able to showcase the types of degrees that we have, but you'll get a chance to do them. We have been offering that virtually, so there'll be an opportunity at the end to request more information about that. So, you know, typical things like stop motion animation, I would actually bring in figures to classrooms and we make stop motion, make music. So yeah, so we're a really different school, as you will see when it comes to what we do and what we offer. But yeah, so we are actually located in Winter Park, Florida, and it's not too far away from Walt Disney World. Of course, you know, the theme parks, the beaches too. And the thing about Full Sail I did want to definitely share is that if you're coming from out of state, we do not have a difference between out of state or in-state tuition. It is all the same. It doesn't matter if you're from Florida or you're coming again from out of state, which is great. So for our school, we are more of an entertainment, media, arts, and technology, as you saw earlier. So we have degrees more focused in those areas. So I'm going to share those with you. So we have things in music and recording, of course, games. And when you see games, it's definitely making games, so more the behind the scenes part of it. But we are going to talk about playing games too as well. Art and design, film and television, technology, communications, business, and sports. So one thing I definitely want to share with you is when it comes to some of the outcomes for some of our grads, it's definitely something we pride ourselves in because we're very passion based. We're a school that says, hey, if you want to do this, if you have a passion to do this, and you know, you dream big, we will follow you along in your journey and help you as much as we can. So some of the things that I've seen with my own eyes, and it's really amazing, is that we've this past year, and this is over the last, we've been around for, of course, 40 years. So we like to report on these things, you know, yearly, is that we've had grads either win or get nominated for Grammys or been on Grammy award-winning or nominated projects. Same thing with the Oscars, which is pretty cool. Again, we love to see it. And with the Game Awards, so you can see that 200 plus graduates were credited on the projects that were either nominated or they won, of course, those awards this past, this is last year, the end of last year. So yeah, so the reason why I absolutely love to see is it's not just about the accolades, because it's, you know, for me, when I see these numbers, I see that somebody is doing what they love to do and they're getting compensated for that work, right? That's what I see. It's not, again, it's not about the awards for me personally, it's about you pursuing a passion. So here's some other areas that our grads have gone. It's really just for us, because we're such a different school, it's better for me to showcase a little bit of where our grads have gone so you can kind of see the industries that they're going into. So you might recognize some names in here. Now keep in mind, if you are seeing a celebrity's name, it's our grads are working with that particular person. A lot of students do ask me, what about Rihanna? Why aren't they working with Rihanna? Where's her music at? So I tend to laugh a lot. I was like, I have no clue what's going on with that. Hopefully soon, right? So yeah, so some other examples in here that really stand out to students as they see WWE, and that confuses them a little bit because they're wondering, hey, do you teach wrestling? You know, we don't, but we do film NXT on our campus, just so you know. So yeah, so here's our campus. This is what it looks like, which is very, very different. We do have traditional lecture halls, but the rest of the day is going to be spent, of course, in a lab. And this is what you're seeing is the labs. So the lab sizes can be anywhere from 6:1, 9:1, 12:1, or 24:1. We keep them very, very small because we want you to be able to kind of get more of that one-on-one with the teacher as far as, being able to be trained in this field. It's almost like training, if you will, right? Just like you would be doing on a film set is exactly what you would be doing here with industry standard equipment, which is nice. Again, we mimic the industry as much as possible. But another great thing that students really enjoy besides the hands-on education, because we definitely do that so you get experience out in industry, is that the way we do our books. That's a little bit different because with our school, since we're more tech-based, since a lot of our degree programs rely again heavily on technology, when you enroll, you either get a MacBook Pro. This isn't just an example of the music one, so this wouldn't be the same for all degree programs, or you get a PC depending, again, what degree program you're in. The PC is more for the coding degree programs if you're dealing with code. So again, those degrees, I'm just gonna kind of go through these really quickly that we do have. Here are some just visual examples with technology and simulation. And then we have more examples with arts and design. So yeah, students in our art design program are actually doing the art, if you will, more traditional art, but they're also doing a lot of digital art. So this would be an example of that for computer animation. So they take those ideas and concepts and they turn it digital. So that's the reason why that is because, in regard to the industry, I would say this, instead of 2D animation, 3D animation is very, very popular. And then of course we do have a gaming degree program, which deals with more making the games. So either dealing with the art, the development, and of course the design. So again, I'm kind of going through these really briefly. So film and television, we do have, so again, more visuals. And I just want to show you this so you can see our campus, see a little bit more what it's like. So real quick, I know I didn't realize the time was going by so fast. We do have some clubs. So things like cosplay club, believe it or not, creative writing, and of course, even esports, we deal with esports. So if you definitely wanted to find out more, and I know this is a question, I actually just saw a question about this, about our school and what we do and how our admissions works, because that's different. You have to talk to us first. Then definitely I recommend, scanning that. There will be other ways to request info, and we could definitely send you out some scholarships. We just announced one up to $25,000, and it's for high school seniors. So most definitely. All right. So I guess that is time. But thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure being able to share a little bit about the school with you.
Thank you, Full Sail University. Next up, you have the pleasure of hearing from Ferrum College.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Sam Martin. I'm a 2019 graduate of Ferrum College. I'm an admissions counselor and the athletic liaison. My colleague, Alex Wilson, and I are so excited to be here and grateful that you have joined us to learn more about the opportunities that await you at Ferrum College, home of the Panthers. Alex and I will give you information and prepare you to begin your journey on the road to Ferrum. At this time, Alex will share with you the format of our presentation.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm an admissions counselor at Ferrum College. Sam is going to be providing you with information about Ferrum's application process, as well as ways that you can be successful in the next chapter of your life. We're also going to have a testimonial from our SGA president, Kentuan Pettiford. I will be answering any questions you have, so please use the Q&A feature to drop your questions.
At Ferrum, opportunity exists and success is possible. This is a community where our students push each other to strive to succeed. We have a beautiful campus located in the foothills of Blue Ridge Mountains in Southwest Virginia. We're approximately about 30 to 40 minutes south of Roanoke, Virginia, about an hour and a half from Greensboro. On our campus of about 1,000 students from 25 states, we boast a student faculty ratio of 13:1. Approximately 90% of our students live on campus. We encourage you to seize your future like a Panther with our expert faculty and academic programs that prepare you for today's top careers in graduate schools. In our 70+ majors and minors, you will benefit from personal academic support and many more hands-on learning opportunities, including internships, research, and study abroad during e-term. Students who qualify can enhance their education in our Boone Honors Program. We pride ourselves on saying 93% of our graduates are employed or enrolled in graduate schools within 6 months after they graduate. About the same time Uncle Sam gonna be calling you. Our students love to support our athletic teams. We have 20 plus men's and women's NCAA D3 athletic teams, and we are excited to be a part of the ODAC, the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Our athletic facilities will surpass your expectations. I encourage you to schedule a visit and come see for yourself. With our more than 60 clubs and organizations, you will always find something exciting to do. We have everything from intramural clubs to academic and Greek organizations, our Norton Outdoors Adventures Club, and many more. All you need to do is get involved. At this time, I would like for you to meet one of our current students, our SGA President, Kentuan Peliford. He will tell you more about himself and some of the exciting things he is doing at Ferrum.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kentuan Pettiford. I'm currently a junior here at Ferrum College. My current major is social work, double majoring in social work and elementary education. At Ferrum College, I'm the SGA president this year. I'm the admissions ambassador and intern. I'm a residential assistant. I am a mentor to freshmen and so much more on campus. Ferrum College is a place where you can grow and excel in many ways. I've had 3 internships in the classrooms. I've branched out and done many other things. And Ferrum College gives you the opportunity to be hands-on and see for yourself what academic role or position that you would like to be in your life. And we look forward to seeing you here at Ferrum College soon.
It sounds like a place I want to be at. Applying is easy. I encourage you to go online and submit your free application to Ferrum College. We have already begun reviewing and accepting applications for our spring semester and next fall. You should also send a copy of your transcript to our admissions office. Remember, we're a test optional school. That means we will review your application with your transcript. However, we do encourage you to send us all of your SAT and ACT test scores. That may help to increase your scholarship earnings. We have the Ferrum Promise for those of you that may be enrolled in dual enrollment classes. Our promise to you is if you enroll at Ferrum with your associate's degree from any of our community colleges, you are guaranteed to graduate from Ferrum with your bachelor's degree within 2 years, or the additional coursework is free. At Ferrum, we work hard to make the private college education affordable. 99% of our students receive financial aid. We award over $22 million in institutional money each year. The average financial aid package is almost $40,000, with an average of only $7,000 to $8,000 out-of-pocket costs for our families. Ferrum College also offers a visit scholarship. We want you to see our beautiful campus and meet our welcoming faculty and staff. You simply must come and have a personal campus tour or sign up for a virtual open house event on campus. You will receive a renewable 1,000 visit grant as part of your financial aid award as well. Alex, Kentuan, and myself have enjoyed having this time with you and look forward to receiving your application and transcript soon. If you have any additional questions, feel free to contact us. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Ferrum College. Our final presentation tonight will be from George Mason University. Pat, you should just be able to share your screen.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for hanging around. Appreciate you taking some time out of your night to chat with me. George Mason University, if you do not know who we are the largest institution in the Commonwealth of Virginia. That institution is going to be comprised of every state, 139 countries. So when you look at a large research institution, it's good to know that regardless of where you are coming from, whether, if you're a Virginia student coming from down south in the state or up in our area, you're going to experience every state in 139 countries, giving you a global experience that's going to really enhance that location of ours. When you look at who we are on campus, it's a large residential community. When you are looking at over 85% of our student body first 2 years living on campus, That's something that we've dedicated a lot of time and resources to over the last couple of years. But when you get to campus, you're looking at a 16-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio. For a large research institution, having a class size of 25 to 35, that's something that we're very proud of, but you're going to get individualized attention with the folks that are qualified to teach. We don't use grad assistants and TAs in our courses, and we're very fortunate to have the Northern Virginia region to provide a lot of professionals coming to take that work off of their desk and bring it into the classroom to kind of help you figure out how things are going to correlate after you graduate and maybe pique some different interests, right? It's experiential learning focused. No matter what you're doing, you're going to take advantage of Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Southern Maryland. Being a very vibrant economic area, you're going to have frequency of opportunity. So if you're the type of student that knows exactly what you want to do, you have the opportunity to put that to work outside of the classroom and develop that resume all 4 years. If it's something where you're not sure what you want to do, you have the opportunity to guess and check, to test things out, and to really see how that's going to end up once you graduate. When you look at our location, we are only 15 miles from Washington, D.C., which is a quick 30-minute metro ride or a 30-minute drive. Or if you're going during rush hour, it could be 3.5 hours. Really just depends. When you look at public transportation options, though, we have a free shuttle from Mason's campus to the Vienna Metro line. And that, again, is about a 25, 30-minute ride into the city, which will pop you right out at the Capitol building. While Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia are going to give you a lot of opportunities while you are on campus, we do really push our students to study abroad. We're going to 75 plus countries. We have a global gateway program where your first semester, freshman year, you take a class on campus with the students that you would be traveling with at a pre-assigned country that you would have picked during the application process. Second semester, you study abroad, and that comes along with a scholarship to guarantee that it's not going to be more than a semester in-house. When you look at the Global Gateway program, the intent is to allow students to take advantage of a study abroad opportunity, but then take advantage of the DC region as you are going up in your years and really just turning your focus to that resume progression. If that first semester and first year experience isn't for you, that's totally fine. We have opportunities year round, all 4 years. The earlier you study abroad, obviously the more options you're going to have with your academic flexibility, but you're looking at a lot of scholarship opportunities to really, again, reinforce that we want our students to become global citizens and contribute not only to their academic community, but to the Mason community overall. When you look at the application process, I'm going to highlight a few things for you. Just know that if you are a senior, we are here for you. We understand that this is probably a more stressful time than any other senior class has ever experienced. So reach out and ask questions. Don't feel like you have to guess along the way. We are both on the Common App and our own Mason application on our website. If you are applying to Mason, November 1st is our early action deadline, non-binding. It's also a priority consideration for our honors college and merit-based scholarships. Our honors college is going to be that small liberal arts institution inside of a large research university. So where our class size is 25 to 35 for the entire university, the honors college is going to be 15 to 20, and our student teacher ratio is going to be 10 to 1. When you look at all the things that we're going to require, Mason's been a test optional institution for over a decade, something we are very comfortable with reviewing students without those test scores. If you have them, we're happy to review them, but please know that that is not a barrier for Mason in our review. And that goes for admission, scholarship, and our honors college. It is not going to be required for any of those pillars. Our mid 50th percentile is kind of what we're looking for, but again, really hitting home on what we've shifted to this year to make sure that students that are wanting to apply to our engineering program also do not have to submit their standardized test scores. All we're looking for is some level of success in your math program in the 4 years of high school. Those 4 years of math, it can be your 4th year of math in senior year. Some students have already taken advantage of finishing that requirement up by junior year and focusing on elective senior year. As long as you meet our requirements, direct admission is available to you. When you look at our 2 deadlines, early action being November 1st, regular decision being January 15th, all you have to do to be considered for merit-based scholarship at George Mason is apply by the 1st. That's the only thing you have to do. If you apply by January 15th, scholarships become a little harder to come by, but it is non-binding, so you have time to come to campus. Speaking of coming to campus, most of our options are virtual, but we are starting to offer in-person tours again. We're doing Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays twice a day, 10 people per session. And we are now allowing our student tour guides to come back into the fold. So you get to experience the campus tour. We have about 25% capacity right now on campus. So it is very, very light as far as human traffic is concerned, but you still get to see what campus looks like, as well as take a tour with the current student and kind of hear what their experience is. Please feel free to check those two out. And here's how to connect with us. Thank you all again so much for hanging out with me tonight, and look forward to answering any questions you might have.
Awesome, thank you. I'd now like to invite our presenters to turn on their cameras and give them the opportunity to either share a fun fact about their institution, maybe a fun campus tradition, something unique or distinctive, maybe about their campus or possibly even their community, or maybe just share a piece of advice for seniors and families at this time. So we'll go round robin style and start and go in the order that we presented, and we'll start off with St. Andrews University.
Thanks, Courtney. Fun fact. I talked about our equestrian program earlier and the number of horses that St. Andrews owns. We also have students that want to bring their own horse. So saying that, we have a parking lot that is designated for horse trailers. So freshmen can bring their cars and students can bring the trailers.
Hey, that's awesome. Hey, no pun intended. Anyway.
That is very cool. At the University of Minnesota, especially during this time, we're in prime apple time. And if you've ever had a Honeycrisp apple, you are taking a bite out of the University of Minnesota. The Honeycrisp apple was cultivated on our campus by our food science students. And also just a little piece of advice. I always tell seniors to relax. It's not, you don't have to rush. We're all here. And also use us, your admissions counselors, as much as you need us. We are here to answer your questions.
Great advice, Alyssa. And University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Yeah, two of my favorite little traditions that we have on campus during our welcome week. So the first week that we have all of our students on campus, we have this event called Beach Blast, where the university will actually rent out a mile of Wrightsville Beach. So it's only open exclusive to our UNCW Seahawks, and there's different vendors are out there. So you get free food, free apparel. So it's just a fun day to be out in the sun and enjoy that beach experience. And then also our student ambassadors have created this long 30+ year tradition of a mud volleyball tournament that goes on throughout the year. So our community and our students get to play against each other in the mud. The fire department will come out and spray down our intramural fields. So those are just two little fun activities that I really enjoyed as a student. I know our students still continue to enjoy today.
Love it. That sounds so fun. Full Sail University.
Right, yeah. So one interesting thing that a lot of people don't realize when they're, enrolled taking classes is that our teachers are industry professionals. So a lot of them are actually still working in the industry. In fact, I just read about one that's working with the artist Her and Jennifer Lopez. I'm like, what is going on while you're teaching? So that's stuff that they really share with their students too, their experience having that. So our rules are really, they have to have at least a minimum of 4 years of industry experience, but they have more. So that surprises a lot of students when all of a sudden they come back and they're like, where were you? It's like, well, just, helping J-Lo, get ready for the Super Bowl. Like what? So it's really fun. And again, we're really in tune with the industry. And then just a piece of advice for the seniors this year. I know things are different. But I will say, once you get that diploma in your hand, everything that happened in the past is all going to melt away. Because I had a rough senior year, I will say, I'll admit that. I was ready to go. But once I got that diploma, it was the best day of my life. So you have something to look forward to.
And you can still celebrate your senior year. There's still lots of great milestones and reasons to celebrate. Ferrum College.
One cool and interesting thing about Ferrum College, for us to be a small college, we do get fresh cadavers every year for our anatomy and physiology class to work with. So that rolls into the hands-on experience that's provided. Our professor here, Dr. Goff, she works with the students and they do the dissecting and, the different parts of the body that they learned with the cadaver. So that's something that attracts a lot of students here. And anatomy is one of our most popular classes.
Hands on for real. And finally, George Mason University.
So I think everyone can say that at some point in their life, they have food delivered to them, whether it's during COVID and you're using Uber Eats and Postmates and Grubhub and all that stuff. Well, at Mason, we have food delivery robots. They are small little robots on their 6 wheels that go all over campus. We've actually been using the robots to deliver food to nursing homes over the quarantine, which is kind of cool to see them repurposed. But why go to college and walk to get food when you can have a robot roll up to your residence hall and say, hey, please have a great day. Thanks for ordering.
Wow, your students have it totally made. And with that, I'd like to say thank you for joining us this evening. I know you'll all say thank you for our panelists and their wonderful presentations this evening. As you close out your window, you're going to get a link to a very quick 4-question survey. So I hope that you'll provide us with some valuable feedback. This is the last session of tonight's program, but the recordings will be available on the website where you signed up, which is strivestand.com, Virginia. And make sure you use all of these professionals at the institutions that you're looking for. They are there to help you. And those phones make phone calls and not just texts. So have a great evening, everyone, and best wishes with your college search.